Senator Mitch McConnell comes to Northern Kentucky to talk about paying to replace the Brent Spence Bridge. At least one Covington City Commissioner says Senator McConnell's proposal to pay the estimated $2 billion cost is underwhelming. As Local 12's Jeff Hirsh shows us, McConnell's opponent in the November election accuses him of using the bridge as a political ploy. Jeff.
Well, McConnell wants to create something called the Emergency Interstate Bridge Safety Fund, which he says would free up $13 billion over the next 10 years for projects like the Brent Spence. He would do that by cutting the pay of workers who would do the construction jobs. Brent Spence replacement is a $2.6 billion project, and with Kentucky not willing politically right now to okay tolls, McConnell told the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce that there is another way. The Senate Minority Leader wants to repeal the federal Davis-Bacon Act. That law requires what's known as prevailing wage to be paid on federal projects. Prevailing wage tends to be closer to union wage and is thus usually higher.
All I can do is fight for projects that I think make sense and ways of doing them. Davis-Bacon, to me, is a relic of a bygone era.
There's no way this is going to get repealed with the Democrats in control and President Obama. Wasn't this just political campaign theater?
I'm not going to characterize the motivations behind anybody's proposals. I think there's some good meat here with the dedicated fund for serious transportation issues like the Brent Spence Bridge.
Now, McConnell's opponent in a tight U.S. Senate race, Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes, issued a statement saying, quote, "The people of Kentucky will be more than angry with Mitch McConnell when they are reminded that for 30 years in Washington, he's done nothing to build the Brent Spence Bridge." So the bridge to politics goes from the Democrats to the Republicans. It may never cross the river, but this is going to be a very hot portion of a very hot political race for the U.S. Senate. Back to you.
It will be. Thank you, Jeff. And Grimes proposes closing tax loopholes for millionaires and billionaires, as well as ending tax breaks, which help ship jobs overseas. She says that could save $75 billion over 10 years, and that some of those savings could pay for the Brent Spence project without tolls.